Okay, we're joined now by Hawaii coach Laura Beeman and student athletes Lily Wahinekapu, Daejah Phillips, and Kallin. We will start by asking Coach for an opening statement and then open the floor to questions. We ask media to please raise your hand and identify yourself and your media outlet before asking your question. If you're joining on Zoom, please use the raise hand feature to ask a question. Coach, if you would start us off with an opening comment, please.
Just trying to find my piece of net. I don't know where it went. First off, I want to congratulate Bonnie and Santa Barbara. They had a heck of a season. I know this has to be a heartbreaking loss. I've been in these locker rooms before, and they're no fun. But they played an amazing game today. They had a great game plan. You want to tell your kids to be proud, and they're going to hurt for a while. But I just want to congratulate them and everything they've done. The emotion is huge for me right now because of all the whys that we have and how well we've played this year. And the lump in my throat started when I saw the 4 kids we flew out on a red eye that have not been with us because of injuries. I saw them walking through our band and getting onto the bus, and I had to turn around. That's when my emotions started. And I realized, I think even more, what a tremendous job this team has done. And they all have their different whys. For our state, for our fans, for the university, for each other is the biggest one for these kids. And for them to have the amount of composure they did the entire game, down 15, 13, whatever it was at halftime, and come back and just chip away, it's remarkable. We worked that play that we ran at the end of the game every day. That's one of our plays, and they executed it brilliantly. And that just goes to show that they never lost faith in each other. They never lost faith in our process. And the other group of people that never get thanked, and I have to, my assistant coaches are remarkable. They're amazing. And the amount of work that they do on that bench and in practice, they are absolutely the 6th man of the year in my book. We are not here today without them.
Okay, questions?
Daejah, seems you feel very comfortable in your hometown. You kind of look like you kind of turned on the fourth quarter for them.
Yes, I was super comfortable. Coach Phil told me not to let anybody get in my head and to just play my own game. And that's what I did. And it paid off.
Daejah, on that note, out in Hoshida KHON, what's it mean to you to have that game here where you grew up, all the sweat, all the tears, everything you put in here in Vegas, to do it here? What does that mean to you?
It means a lot. My family was here, all of my nieces and nephews, and that's really who I do it for. It really does mean a lot.
And then down 15, what made you ladies still believe you still had it?
We just kind of talked ourselves through it, and we were like, we're only down by 6 possessions. Like, we're good. Let's go. We believed in each other and believed in the process.
Kallin, what about you on just the belief still with this group when down double digits?
You know, we were down last year at halftime too, and that's when experience really comes in. We went to that locker room, had the same regrouping mentality, and talked about how we're going to stay together through adversity. That's what this team has done all season, on the court, off the court. We've stuck together, and to really chip away at that right when we came back, it was incredible. So super thankful for my teammates for sticking in this all year, and super proud of what we were able to do.
Coach, Daejah was in early foul trouble, and you had to keep her on the bench. How hard was it to keep her on the bench?
Hard. It wasn't that I thought she was going to pick up a defensive foul. Daejah has this heart of a lion, and my concern was that she was just going to get going offensively and maybe take a charge. And so as long as we kept the game manageable, I knew that we would have her in the second half. We'd bring her back, kept some other kids out of foul trouble, which we needed to do. But I had no doubt the second half she was going to have.
Coach, this run, this week, the last 13 games, how do you kind of characterize it? And if you could put it into a box, what would you say about it?
Amazing. You sit back and you look at all the work that you've done all year long, and you just hope that these guys understand that it's going to pay off. And I'm not a record person. I don't keep track of our wins and our losses. I get mad after losses and work hard, and I, celebrate the win for a hot second, and then we move on. So I don't know what we've done in the last 13 games other than grow as a team. I think one of the pivotal points in our game was after we lost the game on a last-second shot, and we said we have to grow up and finish games. We have to close games. That's the only thing stopping us from being a champion. You do that, you'll win a championship. And we did not lose a close game after that game because of these guys' commitment to getting better and locking in and focusing. We're sitting here today because of it.
I asked you yesterday what would it mean to you to get this team to back-to-back NCAA tournaments. What does it mean to you if you had a little bit more time to think about that?
I don't know if it's sinking in. Lily just said, Coach, I gave the kids that are new this year ring pops when the returners got their championship rings. And I wanted them to have something. She said, Coach, I saved it. Now I want the real one. That's what it means to me, is to be able to give this kid a ring.
And for you, Lily, I know I asked you on the court, but to do this for Hawaii, your home, what's that mean to you?
Just playing in front of my family and friends and my whole community from Iolani to like middle school and elementary and now growing a family at UH, it means so much. I wouldn't have done it without them, and I'm so glad that they trust me and I trust them, and our relationship is perfect. I mean, not perfect, but it's perfect right now because we won.
It seemed in the celebration, you guys wanted the band and the cheerleaders involved in it. It seemed like, were they the factor in sort of this surge at the end?
Is that for me or for these guys? Kallin?
I think this gym really feels like a home gym, and that's because of our fans, because of our band, because of cheer, because of everyone who flew from the island to support us. And really, when we're down by that much, it was that energy they continued to give. I hear the cheerleaders screaming my name. It means the most to have that support from the community, and those are the people that we play for. So, it really made it feel like the Dollar Loan Center was a home gym tonight, and I think that was a huge advantage for us that we leaned into at the end of the game especially.
Okay, we have a question on Zoom. Kevin, go ahead with your question, please.
Hi, Coach. It's Kevin from Kaleo, and first of all, I just want to congratulate you on the win. It's been pretty cool to see this team kind of grow in the past 2 months I've been here.
Thanks, Kevin.
And I guess I just want to ask, this is the first 4-game win streak you've seen freshmen like Imani, and you've seen graduates like Kallin and Mac just continue to step into their roles. And what can you say about the growth and maturity that you've seen in this team within these past month, essentially?
Every relationship takes trust. Every relationship takes an amount of vulnerability, a lot of communication, and just a willingness to sit down and make change. And we have a team that has been willing to sit down and have hard conversations about what we're doing right, what we're doing wrong, what needs to change, holding each other accountable. And when you have a leader like Kallin, who's a 6th year, and McKenna, who's a 6th year, and they're helping to guide your freshmen in this process, and you're able to have those types of moments, you're not going to do anything but grow. You may not have a 4-0 run and win a championship, but they're going to be better people off the court because we carry this stuff off the court. And that's when we recruit kids, we tell them our goal is to help them become better on and off the court, but particularly off the court. And I think that when you have that kind of conversation, that's what happens. And that's what has happened with this team.
For the ladies, I asked Coach last night, when was the point that you started to believe this was a possibility? When was it for you ladies as a player? Daejah?
At home, our last game at home, that's when I knew we're winning this thing.
Well, for me, I genuinely think going into the season and even the adversity we felt, we kept saying we're going to be playing our best basketball in March. We stuck to the process, even with those early losses against top teams. I knew what my teammates could do. I've seen them day in, day out in practice. I've seen what this coaching staff has done. And I've thought it was a possibility since day one. But facing everything we faced with the injuries, with some of the other crazy stuff, I think it's truly a testament to the program, to my teammates, to really fight through and get it. But personally, I think it's been a possibility, and it's been our goal for the entire season. So to see that come to fruition today is an incredible feeling.
Same as Kallin. As soon as I came into this program, I just knew we were going to do it again. I mean, do it for me one time, but do it again for you guys. I'm sorry.
That's why you came.
Congratulations, and thanks so much for your time.
Thank you. Good job, guys. Excellent job.